team. So I'll just go over some exercises for tight hips today. It's a common thing. Now, one of the most basic ones, if you don't want to do it, is just sitting down and letting your legs go and stretch themselves. So just sitting on the ground instead of on the couch, 10 minutes a day, and that will definitely help loosen up your hips to give a bit more space through here. Otherwise, if you want to actively do some stretching, so we're trying to work on these areas here. Got this stretch here, where you're twisting, stick your chest out nice and tight and hold that one. Hold these for up to 2 minutes, just let it ease into that position. Now this one is very similar to pigeon, coming sideways like this. Letting that back leg go out as long as you can. Bring this leg up to make it harder, bring that foot higher and keeping your hips square. So again, sit on this one, line it for up to 2 minutes and just enjoy the hip releasing. And another good one is coming up on your chair. Sticking your knee up, so these are all similar. Flat back and leaning forwards like this. That should also stretch in there. Reason hips are often tight is glute instability, which is causing other muscles to overwork. So also coming in this position and lying over this way, reaching over this way, twisting around this way, working on some internal rotation where you're opening up your leg there and then lifting up your leg here. So just trying to get those hips moving. Also the greatest stretch in the world, either on your knee or your toes in here, sinking into it, and then you can twist around from here. Push this knee out, and at the moment we are doing circles with this. So as you're sitting in this position, doing circles with your knees, 5 or 10 one direction and 5 or 10 back the other direction. Another good one, lying on your back, pulling this leg in and pushing this knee away. Now you can play around with letting it relax for 5, pushing against it for 5 seconds, and then relaxing it for 5 seconds. Pushing against, so the knee's pushing against my hand, and my hand's pushing against my knee. And you can also get in the tennis ball. Now, there's a few good points around here, around that hip bone, the glute there. If you put the tennis ball under here, and lie on that, and then move your leg through, moving in and out and up and down. You can release and relax some of the hot spots. And then we are looking at stabilizing, building through it. So first one, just lifting your hips up, holding. Now as you're here in this glute bridge, you want to be pushing through the balls of your feet and your heels of your feet equally hard as you can. Try and get those hips as high as you can. Shuffle backwards into the feet, and from here we're going to put all our weight in our left leg. I'm not lifting the right leg, but there's no weight in my right leg. Now what you don't want to happen is that hip dropping down. I'm going to keep them up, shift your weight to your right leg, relax your left leg. As you do this, you're trying to cue that the muscle is still engaged even when it doesn't have the weight, so you can come to the point where you can lift those feet without the hips dropping at all. To get confident with that. And then the other one is working on your stability through your hip and core, coming through. And this here is making your glute, your foot have to activate. And as you get more confident, you can then move into a squat going down. So this is just building around the hips and glutes to be able to make them stronger and more stable. and super clam, which is coming up in a side plank with a clam, so you can put a band around your knee for a bit more extra tension, holding that for 5 or 10 seconds, coming down and coming back up. Push those hips forward as far as you can. So there's a few exercises there to try and work on your hips. Tell me how you go.